What's up, everybody? Dog 985. There's levels to this. Okay, so at the end of the year, we found out how much PlayStation 5 is selling, especially compared to the Xbox Series X and S, right? And it's something like 3 to 1. PlayStation is doing amazing. The PS5 is selling ridiculous console wise, okay? Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you why that doesn't matter to Xbox. I want to tell you why Xbox can't worry about that because it's something that they can't catch up to. They can't and they won't catch up to it, all right? Contrary to what a lot of people believe, people are out there saying that the PS5, I need you to listen to my words because I got to be specific. People out there believe that the PS5 is selling for exclusives. No. See, when you say you buy a console for exclusives, that was a term that might have been true generations ago. This generation, the PS5 is not selling the way that it's selling because of its exclusives. No. The PS5 is selling the way it's selling, and rightfully so. This is not a knock, for two main reasons. Two reasons that Xbox cannot catch up with. They've admitted that they lost that, so they've pivoted strategies. I'm going to show you exactly what those two main reasons are, okay? Bear with me. Reason number one, during this era, there was a camp that got established. Whether you were green side, you were blue side, right? But this console here had great games. It was controversial when it first came out, especially with the price and everything, right? But this console here did a lot of good for Sony as well, right? And it was a competitive console with the 360, right? Okay, that's reason number one why the PS5 is selling really well, right? Amazing IPs. That this console catered to everything. Catered to kids, adults, sports fans, first-person shooter fan. This console literally had everything, okay? New IPs, new ideas, gameplay, right? And the second reason why the PS5 is selling so well is this right here. The PS4, because what they did was they continued with their legacy and then expanded on it and made this is the console that has those epic games that are so epic that PlayStation 5 themselves, Sony themselves, are remaking and remastering. These two consoles, okay? Remakes and remasters of games from these two consoles. Why? Because these were the consoles that had those games that sold consoles. But here's the thing. Once Sony made a household name for themselves, that's it. They didn't have to keep doing what they were doing. The PS5 is selling because it's a more popular brand name. When you look at what the most popular games are being played on the PlayStation 5, they're not. Again, I repeat, they're not first-party games. You don't see a first-party game in sight. Shout out to Postop. Postop put something up on Twitter. I don't know where he got it from. That showed the top 3 played games in different regions in the world. Not a first party game in sight. Every single game was Fortnite, Call of Duty, or whatever. Some of you are going to argue, Doc, the amount of hours played in a game does not equate to why people buy specific consoles. There's an article out there that talks about how many PS5 members do not play PlayStation first party games. That they play. Actually, it's more specific. It talks about how all they play is Call of Duty. If you look at the numbers, again, you don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the numbers of how many PS5s are out there. How many PS5s? You have those numbers. How many PS5s are out there? And then look at the sales for all first-party games this generation. Combine them together, and you're going to see that there's a weird discrepancy. You won't be able to account for all the PS5s out there. I've said this plenty of time. The people that actually buy a PS5 for their exclusives are Xbox fans. We are the only ones. Xbox and Xbox fans are the only ones that actually buy a PS5 for the exclusive. Most people buy their PS5s because it's the popular brand. Nothing wrong against that. Sony's the one that did that. Microsoft needs to figure out a way to become a popular known brand like Sony. But console-wise, I don't think they will. Last example I'm going to give you, and I said this on my Big Brother Porter Rocks podcast. Shout out to you, big bro. I come from Hispanic culture, right? If I was to walk into my my friend's house, my cousin's house, whatever, right, and their mom or their dad or whatever, well, probably their mom, most dads weren't around. Well, anyways, if they were to talk about what the kids were playing, right? They'd be like, oh, ¿cómo se portó los niños? Like, how did the kids behave? This and that. Like, oh, he was a good kid. You know that he was in the room. They were playing. They were playing Nintendo. Estaban jugando Nintendo. We could have been playing PlayStation 5. We could have been playing Nintendo 64. We could have been playing, PlayStation 2, Nintendo 64. We could have been playing anything. We could have been playing anything. It doesn't matter. To the Hispanic household, oh, sí, están jugando Nintendo. I've never heard a parent say, están jugando Sega. Never mind. Están jugando un Xbox. No, nothing. It's Nintendo, right? Until Sony came through, and then Sony became very, oh, está jugando el PlayStation. PlayStation, right? Here's another one, right? If you go to a Hispanic household, right? I remember this going when I was young, and it's breakfast time, and you wanted cereal, which is cereal, right? It's not cereal. Do you want cereal? No, se llama conflate. Conflate, which is cornflakes. Conflate. Cornflakes became the brand bigger than cereal in Hispanic households. You understand it, right? If you're Hispanic right now, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And there's other things in the Hispanic community as well that become, and it's bigger than that, right? It becomes bigger than that. So there's nothing wrong with it though. PlayStation has established themselves as a very popular brand. And it's because of the work they did with the PS3 and what they did with the PS4. And all I want you guys to want as well from PlayStation this generation is to continue what they did with the PS3 and the PS4. They're already winning. Keep giving us brand new original IPs like you used to do. And if you're not going to do that, bring back some of your own great IP. Why isn't there another Infamous? Why isn't there another Infamous? Let's do it. Why isn't there another Killzone? Why? Or bring up new ideas, new IPs. The PlayStation 5 does not sell because of exclusives. The PlayStation 5 doesn't. PlayStation became popular because of exclusives generations ago. What was then is not today. It's just more popular. It is what it is. And Microsoft, good luck catching up to these two consoles and the legacy they built behind. Dog 1985, there's levels to this. Don't even disagree with it because you're wrong. I'm right. We out. Peace.